Hello and welcome back for a new video. It's Bibi and today I want to share with you the way I have made these cards here. I have applied an extremely easy watercolor technique and I have used Bloomin Love bundle from Stampin Up. The bundle includes a stunning hard die and a coordinating stamp set. This set is available in English, German and French. I decided to use these tools for my entry this week on Global Design Project. We are a group of Stampin' Up! Demonstrators from different countries who share creativity, highlight, promote Stampin' Up! Products, ideas and inspiration, and also networking. Every Monday, we launch in our blogs a new challenge in which you can also participate and enjoy recognition and sharing with others with the same passion for Stampin' Up! To participate, all you have to do is go into Global Design Project website. You will find the designer team projects at the top of the page and you will be able to identify the kind of challenge. And you will find here the instructions and the steps you have to follow to have a successful post. And here below you will find pictures and the link to the blog to the participants in each challenge. These are the participants for the challenge number 26. We are today in the challenge number 27. The fun thing is that you can make part of this as well. So to apply, all you have to do is here you will find this button here, this blue button. You click there and you will be redirected to this site. And then here you have to add the link to your blog post, not to your website. Here your name, example Bibi Cameron, here your email, and then you can proceed and upload a picture. You can get this picture from your blog, from your computer, or you can add a link. I'm going to do it from my computer, and this is a process just to show you how easy it is to do it. It's just like if you were uploading a picture to your email or to Facebook. Once you have your picture there, you can also crop the picture, and this is the picture that is going to appear in the Global Design website. Okay, and then all you have to do is press or click the button done, and you are done. You will be in the challenge. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to my project for today, and I made this card in 3 different colors. I use different inks that you can find all the details of the inks I use in my blog, and the links are below this video or here on the screen. I think these are the most beautiful and at the same time the easiest cards I have made in the last 3 months. And I'm going to start for the card base. So I grabbed a sheet of 12 by 12 craft cardstock and I cut it in half. Then I grab a half of them and I score at 4.5 inches. I fold the card base and then I trim the excess paper. And I do that again so I get 2 identical card bases. And these card bases measures 4.5 inches by 6 inches. I already used the die to cut this beautiful die cut here. I did it twice as well. And then this is the die cut. As you see here, it's absolutely beautiful. I think the pictures and videos doesn't make justice to this die, honestly. So then I'm going to paste this to the card base using multi-glue. You can also use double-sided tape or any glue you have. I just paste it like that and I leave this dry. I will do exactly the same with my other card base. So I have 2 card bases ready. Now I'm going to apply color and I'm going to use Pacific Point ink and also Pool Party. These are my favorite blue shades in the Stampin' Up! And this is watercolor paper. I'm so sorry I forget to mention that this is watercolor paper. So I apply water with a brush on top of the die cut just like that. And I apply the ink starting for the lighter color like so. And if I feel that the color is not strong enough, I just can press the die cut against the ink pad to get a darker color. Then I keep going and applying more ink like so. Painting or adding color to this takes 1 minute. Then I'm going to add color to these flowers. I cut these flowers from vellum and I just do it like that. I can press the flowers against the ink pad to add color, or with a brush, or with a sponge, or with a dauber, anything you have to apply the ink. It really doesn't make any difference. You see that you don't need to be an expert or an artist to do that. It's just the materials you are using, they are going to give a beautiful result. And I'm going to leave this to dry, and when it's dry, I'm going to paste the flowers with glue dots to the die cut, like so. This is how my heart die is looking right now, and I thought I need to add some embellishment. So I'm using here rhinestones from Stampin' Up in the center of each flower. And after doing this, I thought that my die cut needs a little bit more of contrast. So I used a sponge, like I'm doing here, to add some shading to the edges, like so. Here I'm using Pacific Point ink. I could use a darker ink, but I'm going to leave this like that. And if I want more contrast, I will use a darker ink. So this is how it's looking now. And you know, I found that a small difference make big difference. So do not underestimate any small detail when you are making a card. I'm going to use the Stampin' Up dimensionals, and I'm going to paste them just behind the flowers, like so. And I'm also going to use this foam here to add a little bit of dimension behind the small leaves or the foliage in the die. It's too tiny, it's too narrow, so this might not be a great dimension, but something is something. And I remove the backing of the Stampin' Up dimensionals, and I paste it directly on the card base, like so. And that's it, I'm almost done here. I found it super easy to work with this die, and honestly, any card you make with it is just nice. It won't disappoint you. Challenge number 27 is for a thank you theme project. So I'm using an open heart stamp set to stamp this sentiment on watercolor paper, and I'm using archival black ink, and I trim a little banner using my Stampin' Up trimmer or scissors, and then I'm going to paste this banner on the card using multi-glue and Stampin' Up dimensionals. For the interior of the card, I decided to make a little banner and to complete this project. Decided also add a small flower emblem. And here you go, a close-up of the card. You can see the texture of the watercolor paper, the bright colors of the ink, and also how well or how nicely this die cut the paper. And at the end, I also add a little bit of silver thread behind the banner just to add a little bit of something. I was very happy with the results, and then I went ahead and I used another colors just to show you more options when you are doing this. It's important for me to tell you that there is not a rule when you are crafting. There is not a right way to do the things or a wrong way. I found that when you are using watercolors, the only real important thing you need to know is when to apply water and how to achieve different results. Apply water on the watercolor paper before applying inks is going to ease the process of applying inks, and also is going to help the ink to move freely on that paper. And I really hope that you can understand what I mean. But also the amount of water you use is going to affect the quality of your artwork. The most water you apply, the less intensity in the color. So you will learn easily to balance the amount of water and the amount of ink you use to add color to your paper craft projects. Using contrasting inks also enrich any watercolor work. So I'm using here Mossy Meadow ink, which is a dark green ink. It's just to add a little bit something to the edges and to give contrast, as you see there. So I'm going ahead and I'm going to embellish this heart. Is the die to cut these flowers also come with the heart die. So it's 3 dies you get in that package. If you notice, I paste the balloon flowers before painting them, and I'm just going to paint them after, like so. This is very easy, and it's just using a sponge or a dauber. You just can do that anytime. You can do it before, you can do it after. It doesn't change anything. And another thing is when the ink has dried completely, if you apply water, for example, with a spray, you will notice that those drops of water are going to wash out the color in the parts they had been applied. That's why you get white spots on watercolor backgrounds, just by using water after the ink have dried. And I keep embellishing this, but this time I'm going to use Pearl Basics Jewels from Stampin' Up. For the project today, I'm only using one of the stamps from Bloomin Love stamp set because this is a love theme stamp set and I'm making a thank you card. I only use the little banner that I'm trimming here by hand. There is a die that coordinates with this banner, but I don't have it, so I'm just going to use my scissors like so. To finish, I'm going to paste it with dimensionals, and that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, that you can join us for weekly challenge on global design project. Let me know if you like these cards, and please subscribe to my channel, visit my blog for ideas and inspiration, or to order Stampin' Up products anytime. Thank you very much for watching and happy crafting. Bye!